Captain's log. Star date 0412202010.2. Starship Excelsior's log. NCC 77246. First of all, happy Easter, everyone. Ebony is went from one Easter to the next Easter. So yeah, little Easter bunny over there says happy Easter too. Moppy says happy Easter as well. So about what was going on, okay? So last night, Chloe and I, we were getting a little tired. That's her doing chores. The kitchen's looking spotless. It's going to look better. She's working on it today, but she also has to go to the store because a little screw up on something. But don't worry, Chloe's awesome. That is why we want to talk to you today about Easter. All right? Some of you out there, I have a couple legitimate gripes. I want Chloe to hear this completely, and it doesn't have to do with Chloe, okay? Are you paying attention, Chloe?
Yes.
If you have anything to say, you can come over here while you're doing your chores. So, have you heard? I just want to ask Chloe first before I get into it. So, neighbor, have you heard the news?
What's news?
The Arkansas governor? He doesn't believe in a stay-at-home order. It will defeat the purpose. So he's not doing a stay-at-home order at all.
Found out Kentucky governor now wants to record every license plate of people who go to church.
Hey, amen, amen. I support
crazy,
that.
Dude. Seriously.
I mean, literally, I support these Kentucky rednecks getting checked. I mean, look, you're violating the law right now under federal law. I mean, look. I mean, I just got a report today, okay? I want to share with you a couple reports. Here on the island, more people are fleeing on the island, okay? And we're getting more cases of COVID, or corona, as some would call it. Chloe, quit it.
But do you know SARS is also, it's called the coronavirus family.
Well, whatever. COVID-19. I don't care. I'm talking here. So just COVID-19, let's just put it this way to shorten it. I don't want Chloe interrupting in this part. People, this is the main reason why I'm talking to you today. It's not about Chloe reprimanding me every time. She keeps reprimanding me. She's going to be owing me more. There, you heard it from me. Now, honestly, Chloe and I both agree. This isn't about she owing me. Mostly it's about we agreeing, and we're agreeing. We're not disagreeing. That these idiots come over this island and they're going to infect us all if they keep fucking coming over here. I say to the governor, if the governor's watching this, Mr. Governor of the state, shut down the ferry system, shut down the fucking ferry system now. Do the same with the fucking transportation system. Shut it down. People don't need to go. If one person could be affected, they get on a ferry of 600. There's 600 infected. It could spread like wildfire if you're not careful. What is it you want to say?
I might send him an email myself expressing my thoughts and these people coming to the island like this.
And then on top of all of this, he says social distancing's working. Yes, but it only works when you have people actually distancing yourself. I mean, look.
Oh, there's an old lady yesterday. I was at the marketplace. She didn't believe in social distancing. She's like, who cares? So that's all a myth. It's all a myth. Trump 2020. I'm he's not gonna get reelected, and I hope you Trump cards know that. But if you don't believe in social distancing, I'm still gonna tell you keep away from me. She doesn't wear a mask or anything. It's like, dude, keep away from me. Okay, you might be infected, you might not be, but I'm not taking my chances.
Well, let me put it this way, okay? People stopped. Chloe was doing something yesterday, okay? I have to tell you this. I'm so tired. I forgot to tell you the story. So yesterday, by the way, got Big Bertha working now. Look at this. Big Bertha's working. Hoorah. So I had to crank up the temperature, making it so my thing can burn more. So I actually use a screwdriver. And so let's talk. So basically, yesterday, I had an officer stop me, and he says, they're social distancing. I said, there's a problem when you're disturbing me while I'm smoking a cigar, sir. I said, do you see anyone in front of me? Do you see anyone on the side of me? He said, no. I said, then beat it. You're just fucking pissed because I'm smoking a fucking cigar. Well, you know, cigar smoking could increase the chances. Don't give a shit. What I care about is my business, and it doesn't affect you. If you're not going to arrest my ass for smoking, then get out of my fucking face. The sheriff basically said, okay. And then later, I saw him again. He goes, why is it that you're sitting out front of this place? Because I don't want to go around the corner. Let Chloe go. And Chloe went to the hardware store. Then Chloe got the butane. Then Chloe got the butane. She finally realized what butane is. Got the butane. Then Chloe got other things, right? All in all, we decided to enjoy ourselves, all right? So basically what happened was she turned around, you know, jokingly, and she didn't know the sheriff stopped. I was just like, what a fucking panty waste. And literally, they want to stop to tell me, you know, you need to be in your house. No, I don't. I could walk 10 miles. I could walk 2 miles. The point is do you see anyone out in the fucking place? I had a lady stop me yesterday about 8 feet from me. She goes, I love the smell of cigars, ma'am. And I'm going, oh, thank you. And we're talking like 8 feet distance, right? Sheriff's like, why are you doing it? Why are you not doing it? And it's like, she turned around. She said, look, where do you live, ma'am? I said, oh, I live all the way over there. And I have to go grocery shopping yet again. The officer goes, I said, unless you have a delivery service, I got to go out myself. Well, you're getting up there. You need to have Chloe do it. I don't. Because Chloe never gets what I want. So the officer to cram it. What did he do? I said, why don't you go home and stay indoors all day? He says, when I'm not working, I'm doing that. We're in a limited task force of officers. I don't care if you fucking have one officer running every 24 hours. Just get the fuck out of my face. I mean, literally. So, bottom line is that guy was being a rude asshole. Literally, you can't enforce people. Look, the governor says, go round the block and then you're fine. Yeah, but what if you got to go grocery shopping? I had the attorney general email me in this state that said, look, basically, if you got to go a mile away on foot to go grocery shopping, more likely you're not going to get the fucking thing unless you get it at the grocery store because you got to go down the hill, up the hill, down the hill to the store. And if you can't find what you want, you turn around and you go to the other store. And then you do a little circle 8 type thing, okay? Like a circle 8. Fortunately, most people in this day and age don't walk. They have a car. They go to one grocery store or the other. Me, I went to both yesterday because I wanted supplies. Now, Chloe has been a sweetheart, okay? Literally. Oh, you need a new t-shirt. You need another t-shirt. You need a sweatshirt. Don't need them. But, you know, the problem is Chloe's looking after me right now. And frankly, Chloe's really worried about me failing and passing on. And she has a right to, but at the same time, I have a right to basically go outside when it's sunny. When the governor just, oh, go outside, have a barbecue out in your backyard, but don't do anything else. You know what? That might be fine and dandy. We got steaks we're freezing. We're going to pick up. Chloe picked up multiple steaks. So we're going to basically throw a few steaks on the barbecue shortly. We just got to get some charcoal and stuff. Anyways, the bottom line is we as in people have to survive. My problem is I don't want to read about some dipshit in the newspaper saying, you know, which I'll get to the newspaper in a minute, okay? Now, CNN basically covers just everything Trump does and everything. I appreciate CNN. Fox, I have not gotten into Fox. I know my cousin Dinky would be like, oh, Fox is great. Well, that's everyone's opinion is different.
Fox backs Trump up on everything.
Actually, Fox hasn't. Ever since coronavirus, they've been selling him up river.
Yeah. Do you know how many times Fox tried to make Obama look like the
Yeah, it's like douchebag. I know. I don't want to get into Fox. I don't watch Fox. I only check CNN, but I also check my facts through other places. Usually the Spokesman Review, which is a newspaper that's free. I haven't had to subscribe or pay for it. Apparently they believe that their newspapers online should be free. Most of these greedy son of a bitches like owns the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Chicago Tribune, they give you 10 articles free per month, and that's based off your IP. And then, oh, I'm sorry, you've done too much. We want free. You can clear up everything, and that just tracks by IP. So to me, I don't think I want to spend $1 for 5 weeks of news, even though it's $1, and then pay $4 a week. I think it was. Is it $1 a week or is it $1 for 5 weeks? I mean, the thing is the Times gets me confused. I mean, literally. But my legitimate gripe, yes, I'm not wearing a bra. Oh well. My legitimate gripe about the Seattle Times is a couple things. Okay, I got people complaining, people bitching about their checks. I'll get to that in a minute. They're $1,200 checks. All right, so the Seattle Times digital edition, okay? The digital edition is $1 for 4 weeks, and then it's $3.99 a week after trial period. Now, I want to share with you the $3.99 a week, right? For 4 weeks, okay? My fucking problem with the independent journalism is that it's not worth $16 a fucking month, okay? I'm not sitting there reading every news article I can get my hands on. The COVID thing, usually they leave 95% of it free. There's a couple articles I want to read that they're charging, okay? Oh, give it $1. It might be worth $1, but I don't want to subscribe and keep subscribing to something useless. And that's where I draw the line for you people. Now, I don't believe the Times is useless. I believe that every newspaper in the country's got a COVID section. I could just click on Spokesman Review, look up what's going on in Washington or, wherever, or, certain newspapers I have access to. The Wenatchee World, I click on there to check out Wenatchee, Spokane, no charge. But you get, I think the Wenatchee World started to charge. The Moses Lake Herald, I believe it's called, or the Columbia Valley Herald, or whatever it is. That shithole paper, not worth it. But the point I'm making as a woman is this. I've been so engulfed in the news articles trying to see how bad it is in our state. They say, oh, we might be hitting the curve. Yes, maybe. The problem with hitting the curve is the governor needs to do fucking more. Now, Governor Inslee, if you're watching this, I don't mean to swear, but listen, you need to do more. Bring in the army if you have to. Keep these people indoors. I mean, yes, I go out to get groceries and walk the dog, but I have a reason to, or I usually let Chloe do it. The problem is when I go out, it's usually to go grocery shopping. The last 2 days, I've been smoking a cigar and grocery shopping, but I've been always distancing myself, stopping, going 6 feet over, 8 feet, 9 feet over on a parking lot, letting guys pass me, and then continuing. This is how nice I am to people. I mean, literally, look around. We're in a big conflicting interest right now, where we as Americans have a problem. And that problem is that everyone's hurting. Everyone is hurting to no end. And I, for one, am scared because we don't know what's going to happen from day to day. Chloe turns around and says, Chloe's starting to agree. We shouldn't be jeopardizing our lives for people to flee over here and punk her down. I mean, look. Everywhere you go, Alaska's the order to stay-at-home order. There's places in remote Alaska where no one's getting it, but still, there's a stay-at-home order. Arizona, stay-at-home order. Now, let's talk about for a minute the government on Easter, okay? They want to reopen the government, okay? They want to reopen businesses. Oh, well, there's 17 million people. If we keep this up, we're going to have 30 million or 50 million or 100 million unemployed. Guess what? Problem is I don't like to toot my own horn because I don't agree, but I've done the research. Before people say, oh, facts before or whatever. Commander-in-Chief shrugged this off. Everyone knew it until it got too out of hand. And then stay-at-home orders, CDC, masks, etc. He doesn't want to take responsibility for anything, so he's giving the states. Some of the states want to lift the ban early. Here's what I say to the governors of the states who want to lift it early and the president. You do this, you're jeopardizing millions and millions of lives because of it. Do you really want the death toll to be stacked up higher than it should be because you decided to open up business because of the government's losing money, and so because of it, it's the unemployment rate's going through the roof? Look, You're the one that basically said nothing's wrong. And then when it did happen, now you want to spend the weekend deciding if it's right to open businesses. I'm glad the states have the authority to keep the government shut. I'm glad that Oregon, my family lives in Oregon, and I know they're safe. They might not like being unemployed right now, but they're safe. My family in Texas, they might want businesses open. Problem is you open up business in Texas, for example, you're going to basically get many more people infected. Alabama, Arkansas, they're going to have a lot of problems. People sit there and say, oh, well, we need to protect ourselves. Well, we don't buy it. Well, when people start violating the law in groups, like California this morning, Chloe didn't hear about California. There was a get-together. A get-together in California, Chloe. 6 people got shot in a California home, I believe it is, on a get-together. Yeah. There you go. I mean, literally, you don't get together. I don't know the story behind the shooting, but you get the idea. We're in a mass problem. I mean, look.
If they got shot down by authorities, then
it wasn't authorities. It was like a family get-together, something in the family base, something to do with, the one person just shot them all because of I don't know, maybe they played Call of Duty or something.
It's like they probably didn't want to get infected, so they did what they had to do to survive.
Yeah, well, they're going to be charged with 6 counts of murder.
And that shouldn't be. They should be charged at this time, because if you have to do what you have to do to save your life, you shouldn't be charged with murder. It doesn't matter what counts as murder, what doesn't. If you have to take matters in your own hands to keep yourself safe, then so be it.
I don't agree to murder.
And if these cops want to arrest the people for doing it, that just shows the cops that they don't care if the coronavirus spreads.
No, what it is if a cop arrests someone because they had some type of party, right? First, fine them. They don't listen. They keep doing it. Then arrest them. The point is, you got to use non-lethal force. Most people know that this is working, but in the end, how bad is it? You see, how bad is it? That's the problem. Now, let me tell you how bad coronavirus is. I want to tell you a story, everyone, for you all to understand how bad coronavirus is. I want to say, if my cousin-in-law is watching this, love you, miss you. I hope you have a happy Easter, even though you're probably by yourself, which really sucks balls. Now, the coronavirus is bad, okay? It is doing a number, not on just our infrastructure, but everywhere. Literally. Let me give you some advice living on an island about coronavirus. Coronavirus is doing a number on people, okay? People that are at home waiting for their $1,200 checks because they spent too much. I mean, let me just tell you what I do. I have the movie channels. I just pull up a movie. Whatever I want, I'm interested in. I look for it first on Amazon and find out if it's on HBO, Showtime, Discovery, whatever, and just watch it. Fortunately, sometimes I can't find movies, but me and Chloe are going to watch JFK tonight after we finish Lincoln. She wants to see JFK. She's never seen it. Thing is that's why we have DVDs on hand. I know my cousin's like, oh, just get it digital. Yeah, but to pay $3 to rent it over the fact that you paid I bought a movie last night on Amazon for $5.40 through free shipping. Prime. $5.40. I don't have to keep renting the movie. You got to look at rental fees too. Rental fees outweigh? That's something I want to share with you all. I don't buy many movies, but when I do, I really want to keep them on hand. And Chloe's got a couple other movies we've discussing ordering. But my point is this. You got to look at the big picture for everyone. Everyone. Literally. I love all of you, as you know. But right now, you got to take care of yourself. I was at the store They had at both stores no toilet paper. One place had one roll like this, single roll, $10. So when I was there, I have a whole bunch of paper towels anyway. But I decided to buy an extra. They had only 1 2-pack of paper towels available, and double rolls, which equals their quad rolls. So you get 4 rolls for the thing bounty. So I got this 2. This will get us by additionally to help us. Paper towels are hard to come by. But my point is look at your big picture. I know that can be used as shit paper too. But let me put it this way. It's Easter. People want to be with their families, but I encourage you don't. The elderly, I have so much severe compassion for the elderly. Some of them aren't seeing their family and they want to give up life because they're in a nursing home or assisted living and they can't be out. I mean, literally, the problem is it's not good. Literally, it is not good. The governors are trying to coordinate things. The states, are trying to do their best. And the federal government is just sitting there. Look, of all the things in the world, federal government needs to realize that we, the people, need to finally get around we the people need to feel safe. I don't feel safe with people driving off in their Cadillacs or Hummers and everything else coming from mainland and going to their rental homes or their vacation homes that they own. Stay off the fucking island. Literally, you're going to infect us all because the mainland's getting worse and worse. I mean, look. My family can sit there and say, oh, well, you live on an island, it's too expensive. Well, prices are going down right now. Government's giving extra help for electricity, extra help for other things. Me and Chloe don't need the help right now, but the thing is we, the people, are let me tell you what, I was going to rent a movie last night, okay? Found it on Starz. I guess Starz has got the exclusive for it. So we watched Zombieland Double Tap. First Zombieland was badass. The second Zombieland was so-so. It wasn't bad. Can't believe Mother Nature from the Santa Claus movies was in it as Nevada, and she's basically living in Elvis's house, or whatever. I mean, so I did like the minivan scenes where but yeah. But bottom line is, look around. They want to open the government up early. You're going to infect millions or even kill a lot of people. Think about it. Basically, you don't want to kill lives. You want to save lives. Here's the problem, okay? I'll tell you what the president's thinking, honestly. Everyone can see it with wide open glasses, not rose-covered glasses. He basically wants to open the government because the government put a stimulus out there, $2.2 trillion, and they're infusing another $2.3 trillion into small business. The problem is until the states, the governors know that as long as that stimulus package is in circulation, which it is, right? There's a lot of complicated issues. I've seen big businesses getting bailed out and small businesses are failing. A couple of my friends basically said that, for example, pet store is open. They're saying it's an essential business because people own horses and they own rabbits and they own this and the bunnies need food. The vets are open. I mean, these are essential businesses for which people need to survive, right? I mean, look at this. They need to cater. Sorry. They need to cater to the people that own the little bunnies. I mean, look at this. This guy's got to eat. So the owner basically said, yes, we're open. We're keeping it open to feed little guys like this. This guy, hi, good morning. Isn't Happy Easter? Happy Easter, everyone. My name's Ebony Bunny. I'm Ebony Bunny. This is my Easter present last year. Well, Chloe's Easter present. But you know what? He's brought us nothing but joy and happiness. Same with Moppy. No, he's not dinner. The point I'm trying to make is, look around. The governors have the authority to keep it shut. The governors already know the $2.2 trillion record stimulus is to help the people suffering on unemployment for 4 months. And you know, it needs to be done. Hi. Oh, I love this little guy. He means the world to me. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? He's a little bun. So basically what I'm trying to say to you all is this. Is the government can't just open up because they want to give people work. Right? A lot of people are not feeling comfortable right now. Let me explain why. All right? And that is because the government wants to reopen because they don't want to pay $2.2 trillion out in stimulus money. And so you can read it everyone can see it. You get them back to work, the unemployment stops. 2.2 trillion goes into a surplus for big businesses. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Second problem with this whole thing is my family probably could see it. No, they probably say, oh, I'm wrong. But what about testing kits? President says, oh, we have the best testing in the world, right? Let me put it this way. Out of our population of 340 million people, supposedly, only 0.07%, not even 1% of the population has been tested. Not enough testing kits. Dr. Fauci said, well, we can get testing kits out there, you know, and if we have the right testing equipment, we can basically test everyone before they go back to work. I agree with that, but we don't have the testing kits. So how can you basically open businesses up without testing kits? I'll tell you what it is, okay? It's a complicated issue. Literally too complicated. Federal government is hurting severely, hurting bad, hurting severely. Yet they want to put people back to work. The restaurant industry hires about 16 to 17 million people. They're unemployed. People that run like Denny's and Perkins and Cherries and stuff. They are out of business right now. And if they do takeout, they do takeout. Some places they have a door that says, get your food and leave, like Vic's or Cask and Schooner or some of our other businesses here in town. They're basically catering to people. Now, Chloe had an idea today. When I was having my morning coffee, Chloe said, what if we the people have, even though I've lived here for 2+ years, we show that we live here, that we can eat there. The tourists shouldn't come over here and be walking around looking for a coffee shop. They shouldn't be served. If you're not from the island, don't get served. Right now, the restaurant should be for the islanders. Some places, they don't want to basically open up a takeout like Rocky Bay, so they're closed and taking small loans out. They're trying to, but banks don't want to do it because they don't have the regulations. The government didn't give the protocols to get these loans. They're just like, we're going to give loans. Now they have to come up with protocols because people are bitching about it, which is right. Because the government is like doing other things. Literally. And so, with this whole conundrum, the whole thing is I've been keeping up with the news, all right? one of the things I can do with the low speed of internet I have because everyone's bogging it down. And so when I do that, I do it out of love for you all. Yeah, about the $1,200. Apparently, as of tomorrow, they're going to start depositing some into check. They've already did this week's Monday through Sunday, but some of the funds haven't been released. Okay, so starting tomorrow is a new week. Okay, people say, "Well, we're on SSI, we're on SSDI, we're on veterans. When do we get our check?" Well, the Treasury Department's still working with the Veterans Administration. Treasury Department's working with the Social Security Administration. Fortunately, you don't need to go and file. If you don't file taxes, they already know who has it, okay? So they said in time. So, basically, today's the 12th of April. 13th to the 17th, more people are going to get deposits, or their money will be free. Fortunately, the disabled people don't have to do anything. SSI apparently has to file a thing online, which means, people on SSI have to go and apply and give the information where they want it, unless they have a Direct Express card. Then Direct Express will accept the payments directly. But right now, the IRS is working with the people that file taxes first, which is fine, because the people that are disabled and the elderly, I have a lot of people talking about, well, the AARP, that old organization, they're helping us get our money. Yeah, and because they're pushing for it for the elderly to have it, because the elderly wants to hoard it, the government's like, look, the elderly is going to hoard it, fuck them. They can get their checks the 20th to the 24th, the 27th to the 30th, or sometime in May or June or July. We don't give a shit. We said in the future. I, for one, think it's a good idea that they put in the future, because that tells them that they got to handle things one thing at a time. They can't just sit there and cut a check out and say, we're doing 100 million checks to the disabled tomorrow. No, they can't. They got to sit there and work with the people. Now, a lot of people say, well, this isn't enough. We need another stimulus. Might come to it, but that's only because the governors are exercising true caution of letting businesses open. I mean, literally, unless they can get this downturn where there's less deaths and less infections and going up, we haven't hit our peak yet. So, like Virginia, for example, they decided to say you get to stay indoors till June 10th. Great idea. I agree with it. I mean, our governor says that when it gets closer and closer to May 4th, then he'll make the decision. He can't just go out and say, well, we're extending it because it's still peaking. No, he's got to look at the scientific evidence from the University of Washington and so forth. He's doing his job. I mean, I don't like the idea, but at the same time, and here's another thing. Supreme Court turned around and said it's okay for gun shops to sell guns in parking lots. That's a good and dandy idea, but right now is not the time to go buy a gun. Right now is the time to buy groceries, pay your bills, and survive. Not to go buy a gun. The more people buy guns, the more likely it looks like that the gun owners are going to want to go raid people that have food, like myself, because we're planning carefully. I mean, literally, our freezer, we check grocery stores, we check ads, we do what we can, we stocked up. I mean, we're basically stocked up for a while. And it might be unfair to the other people, but the problem is we have to survive. We have to eat. And that brings us to another problem. So many people are unemployed. So many people need food stamps right now. It's 3 to 4 hour wait to get in touch with the unemployment office online, because they won't let you file. On the phone. So if you want to call them, it's 3 to 4 hour wait. Welfare office, same thing. Their number is fucking backed up like crazy. And so, let me put it this way. Chloe asked me yesterday about the food bank. I said, we don't need the food bank right now. We are set. let someone who truly needs it. My cousin was telling me, Christmas time, a dinky. Why go and stockpile turkeys? Because people were giving me turkeys. People were giving me hams. They were saying, look, you're surviving basically on very little money because you're taking care of Chloe. Now they're happy that Chloe's got money. Chloe's actually stockpiling groceries and so forth, so on. Fortunately, it's not going to get any easier until they do this. Yes, I have a feeling we're going to be extended, but you know what? I'd rather have it extended. I mean, look, governor's already issued the transportation department not to do anything when it comes to ferries till June 20th. So we're still on a winter schedule. Our island's on a 3-boat schedule because a boat's broke down. So mail will be delayed a bit unless they work around the boat schedule, because the mail comes from a mail hub out of Seattle and Everett and then goes to Burlington. UPS's main hub's out of in this area is Burlington, and then it goes on the ferry. Whereas the mail system can be sorted from Seattle, Everett, Burlington, Anacortes, and over here. Or they just load it from Seattle up from the airport to our island, which means they get on a truck. Thing is you got to look at it this way. The government ordered a stay-at-home order, which means you don't just pack up and go, well, I'm going to go on my vacation home because it's safer on the island. It isn't safer because you're bringing this fucking virus over here, and we're getting more and more COVID patients because of it. Literally, the problem is stay at home. If you have a home in Seattle, stay in Seattle. You have a home in Snohomish, stay in Snohomish. Point is, you don't need to get us infected because of it. Now, let me tell you a story. The other day, I was talking to someone who was looking to stockpile. They stockpiled food. When they couldn't get any more dry goods online, they went to the store, couldn't find dry goods. Then they found out shampoo, conditioner, and stuff is now being stockpiled like crazy. Dog food is slowly coming back in. I mean, Moppy's got plenty for a couple months. We're good. Ebony's got food for a couple months. We're good. Point is the American people need to realize that they shouldn't be, and now because kids are at home, parents are now sucking up candy like crazy. I'm having a hard time finding certain candies online. I got Skittles, I got M&Ms, I got now and laters, or we call them now naters. I was trying to get some Starburst, too expensive. Mambas sold out. So you get the idea. Everything is still basically hard to get a hold of. And then people sit there and they're like going online and buying useless crap. Now it's board games. Board games are being picked up for their children. Now board games are hard to get a hold of. The thing is this is helping the economy to a point, but it's also hurting the economy because people have to. I mean, look, I may be disgusted with the disabled talking about foolishly spending their money on World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Black Desert Online, Elder Scrolls Online, buying useless crap. I mean, look, honestly, you can go without. I mean, look, if you have one of those online games, just keep playing it. Don't invest money because the government is giving you $1,200 because they truly know that the states aren't going to just open businesses overnight and you can go back to work, or the disabled are going to spend it foolishly. The disabled don't realize that finances right now are tight. I mean, literally, they are tight as tight can be. People are hurting, and people are worried about food. I was talking to my friend Denise. She said she had $1,200, her freezer would be full. I'm having people, and she's older than me. She's like in her 70s. Problem is the government is basically worried about fucking people eating. I mean, there's programs out there to help you with your electricity. There's programs to help you with your rent. But the food is something that they're worried about. The government knows it's hard to get a hold of shit tickets. The government is the government knows that it's going to be hard for the next few months. So they're like, here, now if the second stimulus happens, another phase stimulus, or we get more than 1,200, say we get 2,000 each or whatever, it's fine and dandy. The problem is until this is done, people need to realize some people have unemployment to fall back on. Others, some of them are owners they run their own private businesses, hair salons, barbers, etc. But the problem is again, look at the big picture. The government's not just giving you money because you can go spend it to the economy. The government needs to turn around and basically say, look, this is why the government is basically holding back on the disabled, the Social Security, the SSI, the Social Security survivors, the retirement. They know the elderly are going to hoard it. They know the disabled is going to spend it foolishly. So what they're doing is they're delaying it. And that's a good reason why. They're delaying it because they know people will spend it foolishly. Now, Chloe, because she's got a retro, she's been spending it on groceries. She's making sure the freezer's fucking full. Now you got lighter fluid for the Zippo lighters and butane for the cigar lighters and whatever, And because of it, she knows. People sit there, and we've had a couple people sit here, excuse me for saying this, turning around, mind you, and they're saying stuff like, oh, well, Chloe needs to not invest in booze. You know what? Chloe hasn't had much booze for the last few years. And what she did have. See? Chloe said I can help myself too a little. I'm not going to be hoarding it. I'm not going to be chugging it down, but I'm going to have a shot of this to share. So, cheers. The point being is Chloe knows when to limit her drinking. I limit mine. That's why I'm going to have what? She told me I can have a shot. She's been drinking some of that fine stuff that she bought. She's entitled to it. And she said I'm entitled to a bit of this. So I don't like rum that often, but I'm going to have a two to rum because she said it helped myself. As long as I don't drink it all. Thank you, Chloe. My point is, shot glass is filled. My point is look at the big fucking picture here. People want to complain in the financial aspects of, well, Chloe shouldn't be buying Bacardi pineapple, or Bacardi coconut. You know what? It doesn't matter. It was on sale. The liquor department is fucking full. Literally fucking empty. We went there, right? I had to find a scotch, okay, that was good. The people were bitching to me. Well, how much was the scotch? The scotch was $75. The one I was drinking, okay, yesterday. I did a review on it. The other one everyone's been bitching about is the 2 bottles of cognac that was $267 minus taxes. Guess what? Who cares? You know what? The grocery store has been more happy that we haven't gone to the food bank, but we've been stockpiling our freezer, okay? We went yesterday to the store, the grocery store. While we were at the grocery store, a lady said, hey, Chloe, you never buy any booze. And Chloe said, well, I have an income. And she explained, and the lady says, well, live it up. It's your party. That's what I've been saying. It's Chloe's fucking party. Chloe's mom doesn't know about it, but you know what? Chloe is entitled right now. Chloe wants a steak, let her have the steak. Chloe wants her fucking ribs, let her have her ribs. Chloe wants her wings, let her have the wings. I'm cooking. Chloe's doing the house clean. Well, the little wall here is kind of dirty, but we'll get to that later. But you get the fucking idea. The point is Chloe, I mean, look, I've been trying to do my best, trying to keep up with Jose. I hope he's doing fine. I got my stamps. I got my letter. I just got to sit down and wish him a happy Easter. I got to send out an Easter card tomorrow. I've just been busy. I've been holed up here, and everyone's like, Well, can we not go and do that and do that and blah, blah, blah? Because we're under lockdown, okay? You know, the sheriff said, oh, you know what? The sheriff realized I'm sitting on a bench by myself, smoking a cigar. Someone walks by, I move the cigar behind my back, let them pass. Or I step out 6 feet so they can get past me. Literally, I'm doing what I can. But the point is people need to realize that we're in lockdown. I mean, look, people look to me and they say, I had the sheriff ask me yesterday, what are you worried about the most about lockdown? Because we had a conversation. I said my family in Colorado, they're stuck at home except for going out to work at Walmart. My family in Texas, they're stuck, you know, including Jose. I don't know how Jose's doing. I worry about Jose. My family, my aunt and uncle, I'm worried about them. You know, Texas wants to lift it early. You can't lift something early when you know this gets spread like wildfire. I mean, literally, it's like pouring gasoline, as the governor, I think, in New Jersey said. Adding fuel to a fire, and this will spread like wildfire. Our governor says if he has to excessively enforce certain things because no one's following through, so be it. I mean, look, we have mayors doing their job by saying, look, we don't, you know, stay away from Ocean Shores, stay away from Pacific City, stay away from San Juan. San Juan, I ran into the lady yesterday who was on TV recently, and I said, hey, you, come here. I'm smoking a cigar. She says, what is it? It's a good job. She says, good job. What do you mean? I saw you on TV. You actually watched it? I said, yeah, probably the only one in San Juan that watched it. But I said, you should have said more about staying off this fucking island. I said, look, I said, half these people, I said, look, there's 3 people coming off the ferry right now from Oregon. Get these fuckers out of here. They're going to be the ones infecting us. The lady basically said, we've been trying, but the sheriff can't just tell people, oh, you're on Oregon, turn your car around, get in the line, and go home. Said they're not allowed to. They're allowed, you know. So these are the people that won't listen. They're basically driving. I said, the governor needs to close the fucking borders. Put tanks on the borders. So I'm sorry, you're from my cousin drives up in a truck. Sorry, I turned the truck around. I mean, literally, the fucking government needs to really, it'd be like me sitting there going, guess what, cuz, I'm coming to visit you, for example. I won't. Do you think I'm going to be getting on a train and going down there? I'm not going to want to worry about infecting people. If I do have it, I don't. Thing is, I'm the type that I'm a hermit. There's people out there that don't give a shit about fucking social distancing and staying home. Look at Arkansas governor. It doesn't work. It does. It's bringing down the virus. Unfortunately, it's not bringing it down fast enough. So everyone is fucking suffering. Now, I'd love to talk to Sam. If Sam ever was watching this, if you're watching, Sam, post in the comments. I'd like to hear your opinion. You're from Texas. What is Texas people saying? Are they saying, is it bad? I mean, I want to talk to a friend of mine when I get back into Guild Wars 2. The internet's lagging severely because everyone's on it. They're basically tying up the internet. I emailed several companies yesterday, Stars, HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, Disney. They all said the servers are bogged down because too many people are utilizing the services. So the internet service, let's just put it this way, okay? Let me talk about the internet, okay? We have no caps and no download limits. So what happened, okay? What happened is simple. People are going online to these places. They're connecting up to their main server. We have Rock Island. Connecting to Rock Island, and then Rock Island divides the server up to go to another server like Disney or Stars or Amazon. I had nothing but stuttering problems, even on hardwired to my desktop for fucking internet, and it was stuttering. Why? Because the fucking internet is stuttering. Look at fucking YouTube, for example. YouTube does live video, right? It's taking 18 to 24 hours to upload each video that is a new video because too many people are utilizing YouTube for video reviews, watching movies. I got a couple of reviews to watch anyways. But the point is everything is stuttering. I've cleared my memory. I've cleared my history. I've reset everything to make my internet go faster, and it's not going faster. It's because Google's having server troubles. Amazon's having server troubles. Everyone's having server trouble. I've had someone who has 5G or 4G or whatever, and they're like, Yeah, I'm watching the Circle load a page so I can order something. And by the time I went to order it, it was sold out. That's how bad it is on Amazon. So I went to Walmart to see if I can get it at Walmart, Circle. But Walmart's now saying Biden store. I went to Target, same thing, Circle. The loading is getting severely bad. I've never seen the internet this bogged down before with too many people on it. We have about almost 10 billion people. They're saying about 7 billion people that have internet. It's fucking tying up. Internet cafes around the world are tied up. People are utilizing the internet for uploads for Facebook time, Facebook videos, or Amazon, or YouTube, or not YouTube, FaceTime for Macintosh, or Skype. Everything is basically so bogged down that, you got to be careful. I mean, literally, the internet. And then I found out that the government is like, do you own a phone? We need to track you where you go. No, I don't have a phone. Praise the Lord, I don't have a phone. They're now wanting to use people's phone services that have cell phones to turn on tracking to know where they're going. Like, for example, my cousin Dinky, she and Corey wants to go grocery shopping, for example. They'll just turn on the phones and be like, yeah, Corey went to the grocery store, went to get a beer again. Oh, this is the third time this week Corey went to get beer. Oh, Tara went to the liquor store. Tara went to the Safeway, Costco, clothing, whatever. I mean, they want to know every fucking place you go so they can track your movement to make sure you don't have COVID. Or if you get it, they can track you through your phone. They're more assert that I don't have a phone. What are they doing? I had to disable the location beacons on my desktop and on my laptop so they don't know what's going on. And then when they don't do that, they activate the fucking assistant. And I had to disable that fucking thing again completely because I don't want the fucking assistant to turn on and be like, Rita's at home. The point is I don't like the fucking government using this technology against us to basically find out where the fuck we're at. Literally. I mean, yeah, it might be for the safety of humanity. But in my opinion, it's not fucking right. Literally. They're talking about, to open up business, we need to have access, and everyone needs a phone. I don't want a phone. I don't like a phone. I don't want the fucking government knowing that I'm fucking getting up at 5:30 in the morning, walking down to the ferry terminal, go to Walmart after this is all done. It's unethical. It's unright. I mean, the government knows if I took my tablet, which I was using it for email and Facebook, it picks up the location beacon and be like, oh yeah, Rita's at the train station in Mount Vernon. Yeah, I'm there waiting for that fucking bus. Now I'm stuck here at home. And they want to say, oh, yeah, I mean, literally, the officer was telling me, yes, sir, you need a phone so the government can track you a bit so we know where you're going for COVID. I'm like, fuck you. You pay the $130 for the phone, you buy the service, and when it's done, I hand it back to you. The officer just looked at me and I said, hey, you want a cigar? The guy looked at me with big eyes. He likes a cigar now. He says, you're offering me one. Here, have a cigar. You ain't going to have me be tracked. You can be tracked all you want, sir. I said, you government fucking peons are trying to tell us what we can and can't have. Can't have guns. You got to do this. Can't do that. Can't do this. Fuck you. Your fucking state sucks. I'm not going to have the government track me. Maybe I'm paranoid, but I don't want to be tracked. I don't want fucking, I don't want Google Assistant or fucking Corti turning on and be like, ring. I mean, literally, I have disabled everything I can to make my internet run faster because it's these fucking things in the background that's running. It's making everything fucking slower to no fucking it. And that people turn around and, I mean, literally, it is a fucking frog fest, in my opinion. Frog fest. They want to know everything. They want to know if you're taking a shit. Sorry, but no, you're not going to know. I mean, literally, we have to do what we can. If you want to open businesses, your best bet is to fucking start producing these tests in mass quantities. You can't make it fast enough, then you got a problem. China wants to help us, let China do it. Fucking Italy wants to help us, let Italy do it. Fucking other countries want to help, do it. Right now, we have the technology and the manpower with the president's authority to basically change over to certain companies. We could turn and tell a company that we'll buy the tooling. Federal government can do this. To tell the automakers who were making cars, turning out tanks, turning out, you don't think that the manufacturers of these places in World War I and II that were turning out tanks and turning out guns and ammunition changed their tooling. No, the government changed the tooling to have this mass-produced weaponry made. The government could turn around and make a stimulus package where they could basically turn around and tell Ruger, tell Smith & Wesson, tell Springfield Armory, we're changing your tooling temporary. You guys are making toilet paper. You guys are fucking making paper towels. You guys are fucking making testing kits. They could do that. Instead, we're hearing, oh, we're not going to, the thing is, they could do that. They could change it. They could tell the companies that make computers temporary. You're making fucking testing kits. The more factories that can change over, leave the food factories alone, leave the toilet paper factories alone. But most of these factories, you can change the tooling temporary to make these kits. As soon as you get enough kits secured and stockpiled, and more stockpiled on a daily basis, test people once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever. Make sure they don't have this again. And people that do have it, quarantine them for 2 weeks. Make them stay at home. Problem solved. They need to be hospitalize them. But in the meantime, do what you can to limit contact. Instead, they want to reopen a business without fucking tests. Oh, if you go shopping at the mall, they can take your temperature. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be going to the fucking mall or to a fucking store I want to get my temperature taken. I'll just go and call up a person I know that does layaway. Oh, I want a new fly rod. Okay. It'll be in the mail. They'll put the rod and tube in the mail. Once it's paid off, done. I don't have to fucking deal with fucking thermometer and tongue suppressors and whatever. You're not a fucking doctor. I'm not going to have the stores charge me $1 or $2 more to go grocery shopping so they can use a device to check my temperature. Or I think that's kind of, in my opinion, kind of unconstitutional. I mean, literally, if you're going to do that, then people should basically say, fuck you, I'll order my bra online. I'll buy my shit online. Oh, I know my bra size? Okay, I'll just buy it online. Whereas we don't need to worry. I don't want to go to Victoria's Secret and have Victoria's Secret basically telling me, we need to check your temperature, we need to do this, this, and this. I'm sorry, but no. That, in my opinion, is too evasive. Now, some people might. I mean, I don't know. I would love to hear my cousin Dinky and Sam and Corey's opinion on this. I mean, would Corey be willing to buy pants at Fred Meyer's, and before he can go to Fred Meyer's to check his head and temperature? Or Target, or wherever he buys his pants, for example? Or is Dinky willing to go to MAC Cosmetic, Ulta, and them, and let them check their head just to do it? I mean, literally, in my opinion, they might have to raise prices a bit, but I think it's unconstitutional and unethical to do that. You're a customer. You're not a fucking person that has to go through extra protocols because of this. I mean, in my opinion, let me just tell it the way it is, okay? In my fucking opinion, the internet can be utilized better. I mean, look, I went to a place the other day. I was walking down the store. The other day, and I saw a sign that says, if you want a sandwich, please call or order online at this website. Walk down to the street to the other stores, checking it out. Yesterday, I'm puffing on a cigar that said, you want to buy a book and support our company, please go to this website. Stay safe, stay home, yada, yada, yada. There you have it. So, in my opinion, what does that tell you? It tells me that the fucking people realize they can utilize the internet and still stay in business. These people that have internet websites, they're actually staying in business. A friend of mine basically says, you want coffee? Just order it online. We'll ship it from our house. We'll drop it off at a shipping depot. Shipping's paid, you get your coffee. I was talking to her about having Jose some coffee sent to him. She said, no problem. See, that is the fucking problem we completely and thoroughly have. If you're going to fucking do this, then you can do it properly. Literally, the government needs to realize that I think it's more evasive or intrusive to fucking go to a store and do this. I mean, literally, if companies want to survive, no GameStop's flopping or foundering and sinking like Titanic, but you can utilize the internet. Now, there is a couple other gripes I do have to say about fucking the government. Now, they're not good. They're not bad. It's just my opinion. I'm not basically lambasting the government, but here's how I see it. Over the years, the government wants to shut down the fucking postal service. They're like, oh, the postal service is losing money. Yeah, well, that's because, as Donald Trump said, and I agree with the statement, if you allow Amazon to get a discount, you're going to fucking screw over the people. Now, Amazon's offering 2-day shipping on their Prime members. You know what I say? Raise the fucking Prime membership. Raise it. Or give Prime membership where you can get deals, but don't fucking give the free shipping. That would help the fucking postal service stay solvent. Fucking government says, the postal service says, if we don't get coronavirus under control, we're not going to be able to deliver mail. Here's the problem with it. No mail means no bills, which means they all have to go online, which means you're going to be having email once a week. All right, Tara, I'm doing my cousin Dinky, for example. Your bill is due for your credit card. Let's just say hypothetically, they won't mail her a statement in her mailbox. She won't get email notification what's coming in her mail. She won't get a Christmas card from my aunt with Victoria's Secret or whatever. They're going to basically cease to exist by Christmas if they don't fucking solve it. Postal Service, I was reading the article today in the Seattle Times, that if they don't fix it, they're going to be bankrupt. Problem is the Postal Service is an essential business. By Congress's own rules, they have to stay afloat, no matter what. Raise the prices. Raise the fucking prices. I mean, look. Instead, they're lowering postage letter stamps because it's cheaper to run letters. Fortunately, a lot of people out there are hurting. Why are they hurting? Because Amazon, Target. I was just looking at Amazon. Okay, let me tell you a story, okay? I talked to a cigar company that sent me cigars, right? They sent me some cigars, a box of cigars, some 5-packs, etc. I don't need to share everything. But they charged me $12.99 for priority shipping. Priority shipping was $8.95 for the box, okay? $8.95 for my sticks, okay? $8.95, they made $4 profit for shipping because they have to do shipping and handling. No problem. I don't mind the thing. I chose that. 3-day ground shipping would have been fucking $19.95. It's about the same part. So they're shipping a box out at $14. They make $5 profit, $5.95. So be it. Problem is the Postal Service is failing. Just fucking raise the prices. Amazon shouldn't be fucking making a deal with people to get 2-day free shipping if they can't uphold it. In a crisis like this, I say, for the safety of the Postal Service, safety of FedEx and UPS, don't offer. I mean, look at Walmart. Look at Target. Pay $35 or more, get free UPS ground. That's fine. Free UPS ground. Walmart does it. PetSmart's doing it. Petco. I ordered a couple bags of pellets for Ebbs. PetSmart. I think it was PetSmart. Thing is, Ebbs got his pellets. We got extra pellets. We're making sure we're stockpiled so Bunny doesn't go hungry. Hay, no problem. Bought a box of hay. $40. Here's the deal. 25-pound thing of dog food. I bought 2 20-pound bags. I put it in 2 large boxes. It shouldn't be free shipping. They should be charging me at least $10 for the fucking shipping just for it. I mean, the sales tax, I had to pay for the dog food. Candy, I didn't pay sales tax. I didn't pay for sales tax on candy or perishables, but I did pay for the dog food. Fine by me. Problem is, if you basically raise the rates on the people that have these memberships. I mean, look, I know my family utilizes Amazon a lot, but let me tell you what my opinion is on Amazon, okay? Out of love for humanity. Amazon could pay their share, okay? They're making billions of dollars. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. Amazon, if they're going to offer all these benefits, raise the pricing on shipping. That's all I ask because we need our shipping company. There's shipping companies, FedEx, UPS, USPS. They're basically suffering. They're delivering the mail every day with this epidemic going on. Raise the prices. Let them have hazard pay. I mean, we don't know if this shit can be tracked in a box. They say, oh no, by the time it gets to you, the virus is dead. No, it isn't. The incubation period is 2 weeks. Now, if they're in a warehouse, that the warehouse is semi-warm, semi-cold, the virus. We don't know how well this virus spreads. It could be in a box. It could be in an extra large box coming from Kansas, for Salina, Kansas, for Target. I mean, literally, look at the big picture. Postal Service is failing. You need to fix it. You can't just sit back and be like, well, we got a 2.3 trillion stimulus, or 2.2 trillion for the citizens, and 2.3 for business. That's 4.5. I think, let's see, 2.3 and 2.2. Yeah, 4.5 trillion. Time to float some money into the fucking, instead of big corporations that need it, fucking float into the Postal Service. I mean, look, Postal Service, I talk to postal employees all the time when I go in there and send letters out of cards. They're like, we love how you support the service. I may have a printer, I may print my letters out, but I'm still signing my name to my letters now and sending it in snail mail, paying. I have 4 books of stamps I have on hand for my letters. I send them out. I wait for the letters to come in. Problem is, hand letter written for Jose, that's different. Or a card for Jose, that's different. I love Jose. Problem is look at the big picture. Our postal service is going to fail. Look at what's happening. We're in a financial crisis, okay? The Postal Service should be staying afloat. People need to get their mail. Let me put it this way. What happens if by September this virus isn't contained? And all of a sudden, lo and behold, no one's going to get their checks, the rest of their tax returns or their stimulus checks, because they can't get it because service is gone. Then what? What is the government going to do then? They're going to be basically looking like dirt. President had a chance to fix the Postal Service, said he kills it. Congress has to find a way to fix it. And the Senate. The Senate and the Congress know they need to fix it. They've been trying to fix it. The higher ups don't want to fix it. Fuck it. But they won't fix the shipping problem. I mean, look, Amazon's basically doing what they're doing. My opinion, fix the fucking problem. We're in a world where we're hurting severely. And no one wants to take blame for it. My opinion, I believe in the Postal Service. I mean, literally, I support anytime I can have things shipped by USPS, I choose that route over the fucking FedEx or UPS. I don't trust UPS. I don't trust FedEx. I don't trust, I mean, look at the companies. Let me tell you something. Companies turn around, and they utilize what they can. Oh, we got 2-day thing. Have you ever heard of SurePost and FedEx SurePost and UPS whatever post? Basically, they ship it ground until it gets to for free shipping. SurePost and UPS, whatever it is. And when they get done, right, it gets handed off to the Postal Service for efficiency. The Postal Service doesn't get a fucking dime. FedEx and UPS get the money. Everyone else gets to fucking suffer. Think about it. And so we need to recalibrate that. Now, while the fucking coronavirus is running rampant, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, etc., you need to look at the big picture here. You guys got the internet. You're bogging down the internet. You fucking worldodians, I call it worldodians, meaning world. You citizens of Earth need to realize, you are all citizens of Earth, need to realize you're bogging down the internet with tying it up on online gaming and ordering. Look, let me tell you something. I wrote a report. There's too many people with similar spending problems with bipolar borderline. Spending money foolishly. Hurting your family. Buy only as Amazon. Even Amazon talked to the CNN, Washington Post, Seattle Times, LA Times. All these places are talking about Amazon's strengths and weaknesses. Even the president of Amazon said, don't put yourself in the poorhouse. Amazon will always be there. Buy what you fucking only need. There's people out there. Okay, let me put it to this way. There's people out there. Let me give you a story. I was on a group website the other day, a forum, right? I'm into forums at times. One guy was talking about when a stimulus check comes, him and his wife made the decision to buy fly rods. Not food, fly rods. Oh, we're going to go and get some Red Truck fly rods, maybe some Hardy fly rods. Another person said they're going with Orvis. Another said they're going to spend and buy 2 fly rods from R.L. Winston. Another one said they're going to get the fly rod they want from G. Loomis. All of these people are talking about fly rods that are $350 up to $1,200. I'm sorry, but you can do more. I mean, yes, if you know how to fish, you could probably get your amount back over the years with fish, but what if there's problems? What if there's problems? The American people are talking about spending foolishly, giving them their favorite companies to keep them afloat. These companies can survive with or without your money. The problem is some people are like, oh, I support Sage at Bainbridge Island. That's good and dandy, but look at the fucking picture right now. The picture is you guys are fucking wanting to spend foolishly. You want to spend so foolishly that everyone is hurting. Literally, everyone is fucking hurting. Let me give you an example of what's going on, okay? There's people out there that run businesses, gaming companies, right? Sometimes you can order games and pre-order games on Amazon. Sometimes you can pre-order games on something else. And to me, let me just say, you can do better. All right? You can do better. I mean, look, these companies that make the games, have their own online stores, have turned around and literally stated, and I quote, that they're like, oh, well, the shipping, needs to be stopped. We're under strict guidance from the state. We can't ship right now. Good. Then all these pre-orders are backlogged. Who cares? You know why? Because no one needs to worry about shipping right now. You need to worry about your safety. There's people out there bitching about, I was one of them complaining about toilet paper. But you know what? Using a rag for 3 fucking weeks really does a number on me, okay? People are bitching about, well, we need shipping and stuff. Well, shipping is fine. Whatever. Who cares, right? Point being is look at the fucking big picture. The big picture is if Square Enix, if Exceed, if these people, limited run games has to stop shipping right now because of this, they're doing the right thing. People need to think about their safety. They don't need to think about other fucking shit. I mean, look. If a company needs to stop production of shipping stuff for right now, that means they're thinking of their fucking employees over the fucking customers. Customers, you can fucking wait, okay? The pandemic ain't going to be shut down tomorrow. You just need to wait patiently. You don't need to be a complete asshole, ass clown, and basically fucking bitch. Literally, you don't need to fucking bitch about nothing. That's how I see it. And about the check, okay? Like I said, the government said it will be shipped out in the near future. They're not giving dates. They know you guys are going to fucking spend it foolishly. They know the old farts are going to hoard it. And they know the sensible ones are going to buy groceries with it and survive. Some of these people with family members, they're going to stockpile groceries till this is over. Others, they're just fucking plain stupid. I mean, literally, you don't go and waste $1,200 on digital shit. People turn to me, right? Let me tell you a story. The other day, someone asked me, what are you going to do with your $1,200? What is Chloe going to do with hers? First, we thought about spending it, helping the economy, but we realized, both of us, watching a movie, we realized that we're hurting. We're not hurting so much with retro, but we're hurting. We're hurting because we got to make sure we can keep groceries on hand. We've been going through every channel we can imagine for groceries. Every fucking channel. You get groceries. I know Jose, who I love dearly, would basically say the same thing. Use common sense. Aaron would say the same fucking thing. Aaron would have stockpiled the freezer plus some. Of course, I don't think Aaron would have went and got a bunny, but that's beside the point. My point is look at the picture. We are utilizing what we can of Amazon, Target, Walmart. Of course, Walmart sucks, so we're not buying much from them. Target, only when we need to. Google shopping, nada. So basically what I'm saying is look at the big picture. The big picture is stating, literally, that we're hurting. Everyone is fucking hurting. So the bigger the problem, it won't be solved overnight. Look at it. New York's suffering. New Jersey, Connecticut, Washington. The death toll is mounting. President says, if we get 60,000 dead, we're doing great. I'm doing a great job. No, you're not. You want to open the fucking government up because you don't want to spend unemployment benefits if you don't have to. That's the fucking problem. Use your common sense. Yeah, maybe my cousin Dinky wants to go back to work if she hasn't already. But guess what? I love Dinky dearly. Dinky knows the government's doing what they can. Maybe she doesn't like Oregon's governor, or maybe she doesn't like fucking Oregon politics. But right now, that governor is doing more for their fucking state than the fucking president is. President's sitting there, well, I want to open up business. Yeah, you want to contaminate 2/3 of the population. Dr. Fauci himself said, if you do this, you're going to have millions, probably 2 to 3 million dead minimum. It could rise all the way to 100 million. You think 1/3 the population should be dead? What if, hypothetically, let's just think about it. The working class and the rich all died out, right? Only the poor remained. Talking about people like me. That would fucking suck because the middle class helped do the factories. My cousin's middle class. Cousin-in-law. And the rich. Poor? Well, the poor, they're basically doing what they can. And I'll tell you why poor people survive a lot better than the middle class and the rich. And this is something I want to share with you all. The poor know how to make money last. The poor people know how to make money last. I'm not talking about, oh, we're poor. Poor people know how to make money last because they don't have enough of it. The middle class take things for granted. Same with the fucking rich. Middle class, some of these women out there, they'll go buy 500 pairs of shoes. And then when their shoe collection's getting bigger, and then they get laid off, they're worried about their food. Literally, you should stockpile more money into fucking food and less money into fucking shoes and purses. There's trainings. I'm hungry because I got no food. Well, what did you buy on? Shoesies and purses. Not my fucking problem. My fucking problem is this. Chloe turns around, okay? Chloe turns around, right? The other day, Chloe went out by like 10 packages of corn dogs, freezers full of corn dogs, sausage ropes, lamb roasts, ham roasts, turkey roasts, whatever she wanted. She just went and bought it, okay? The government can say, oh, well, you're spending it foolishly. No, you're not. You're fucking living on, you cook a turkey roast that's 24 pounds. You can fucking eat turkey soup for fucking 3 weeks. Have a turkey sandwich to go with it. Who's the fucking problem who thinks the fucking spending that kind of money is foolish? At least you're eating properly. You're surviving. Chloe knows the electric bill's covered. Chloe knows the rent's covered. Chloe knows the fucking internet's covered. So what's Chloe doing? Let's stockpile groceries. Chloe paid the vet bill off. Chloe's done so much right now that I've never seen Chloe do in the past. House is being cleaned on a daily basis. Chloe turns around. Chloe set up Direct Express. Chloe set up her thing so she can have her $1,200. She's sitting there thinking, $1,200. I could go buy games for you, Rita, but let's survive. I wish Chloe would come out and talk on her opinion, but she's too busy probably doing something else in her damn room that we don't need to know about. I mean, literally. That's all right. I'm going to try some of this other stuff out soon. Chloe's been very generous to let me sample her booze. But honestly, point being is when people say, oh, well, you shouldn't be supplying the booze company. Well, look, let me tell you a story, okay? Let me tell you a fucking story about fucking the grocery stores. You go to the fucking main grocery store that everything's cheaper, like where Chloe got the Bacardis, right? It was fucking, the booze section was empty. I could not literally find any local beer. I looked around and there's people picking up 2 6-packs, 2 24-packs, 2 48-packs, whatever. They were just loading their carts up. I've never seen so many people going and stripping beer. Milk, 2/3 empty. Cheese, gone. Butter's gone. I got butter thingy because I'm making a roast today, but you get the point. The point fucking is look at the fucking big picture. People sit there and say, well, I have someone message me saying I'm using Chloe. No, I'm not. You know what? I've spent $40,000 at Chloe, okay? Chloe's looking after our needs right now, not anything else. I've stockpiled food. I've had food delivered in. I've had everything I can to make it work. When we got a treasury check, Chloe basically put that treasury check to use. Look, the economy is fucking hurting. You know how many people yesterday was buying beer and stuff? They're like, oh, yeah, I got an extra $600 a week on unemployment. And the girl's like, yeah, that's cool. You're wasting up beer. Chloe goes through and she's like, yeah, after 50 months, I got a disability. And the lady looked at Chloe and she says, so you're buying some Bacardi? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. What a waste. She says, no, we respect you. The economy's hurting and you're basically helping us stay afloat. We respect you more. These people, they're using their $600 on unemployment for a couple giant hams and a whole bunch of beer. And they're talking about having a family get together. Unfortunately, that's where it violates the law. Fortunately, they don't care. These girls, they're just like, you and Chloe are just going to enjoy yourself with a nice little roast, maybe some whiskey. And literally, so what if Chloe bought 1, 2, or 3 bottles of fucking cognac? You know what? With that money, Chloe basically realizes that she's got to wait patiently. Chloe goes to the post office and buys up every $500 gift card so we can get games. Big deal. You know what? The reason is that Chloe wants a new computer. We're putting that into motion. Chloe wants something else. Her computer's 5 years old. She's entitled. 5 years. We've replaced the battery and the power plug and the mouse. And I got a new mouse coming for my computer because my old mouse is dead. It's barely hanging on. My new mouse is over there about a couple months ago. Look, Dinky knows, I know, Tara knows, Chloe's ex-roommate. Everyone knows I live within my means. Dinky knows this. Dinky's like, when you want something, you get it. Look, Dinky doesn't know this. If you're watching this, Dinky, happy Easter. I miss you so dearly. Same with Corey. But let me put it this way. Dinky said it once before. I get what I need. Dinky knows I do fucking 300-400 hours being bipolar for fucking research on fucking cameras. I could go out tomorrow with Chloe if Chloe wanted to and buy a fucking digital camera. But we're stuck indoors to fucking at least June, a minimum. I'm calling it out, minimum. So do you think I want to invest $400, $600 in a camera? Yeah, I would, but soon as fucking fall gets into where it gets colder again, we're fucking screwed. Can't use it again. So what's the fucking point? Chloe knows this. Video games? Look, Chloe and I have discussed it. We can buy a few games at a time, but we're not going to fucking buy boatloads of games. Chloe says, I'm going to buy X amount of games per month, to help out, right? Big deal. Who cares, right? Chloe's going to get games and pay her portions of the electricity and the internet. The rent's covered. Rent goes up $70. Big fucking whoopty, $70. That's what they said. My point is this. Oh, I got another gripe for you today. Another gripe. Reading her SSI letter. She's got both SSI and SSDI. Under the SSI letter, right? From October to December, they pay $514. And from January to April, they're paying $522. But I want to share with you this. In 6 months, she'll get another check for the SSI part. SSDI is paid. But I want to share with you something that you might not know. I know Dinky's probably sitting here there watching this going, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, there's something that I found to be fucking stupid, right? Now, they base it on income, right? Here we go. Chloe's entitled to $771 October to December, which they deduct total income. They took away $257, right? Then they took $261 away, right? You guys are wondering, this is what the government pays, $783. But you ready for this? I know Poppy's gonna love this when I get around to talking to him tomorrow. They turned around and they said, and I quote, because I'm paying the rent, I'm paying the electricity, I'm paying the water, which is part of the electricity, garbage, the trash, that's garbage, the internet and the electricity and the rent. Chloe's entitled to, on SSI, SSDI is different, but if she was just getting SSI, they'd be giving her $522 a month due to the fact that I'm paying everything else. So Chloe's like, well, I need to talk to him because she's got to pay her portion. She can't just deny it. She doesn't pay her portion. She lives with me. That's the thing. Thing is she's on the lease. She's got to pay her portion of rent when the time comes. When we get researched fully, they're working on it. They're going to basically, raise it up a bit, which means Chloe's got to pay. So if she gets her $783 a month, that's a lot better than $522 because they're fucking screwing her because they think that just I'm supporting her. But still, that she's entitled to less money. Fortunately, that's bullshit. Bullshit. That's what I say. Bullshit. So, let's talk. So anyways, so basically, everything happens for a reason. And because of it, we as in human beings need to realize that all these people bitching and belly aching about their $1,200, they'll get it when they get it. But the government knows you're going to spend it foolishly, so they don't want to part with it right now. And you see these people, go, Lord, you'll get it in a couple weeks. They said in the near future. They don't give a shit about your fucking opinion, sir. You may have 2 million subscribers, make 20 grand a month, but no one gives a fucking flying shit about what you have to say. You're all uppity and doing everyday daily blogs about your retro and this and that. You know what? People are doing it because they have nothing better to do. This is how they make their money. You know what? No one cares, okay? I don't have a big subscriber base, but you know what? At least I have a fucking heart. I fucking worry about the fucking people. I'm worried about my friends that own businesses. I had a friend of mine yesterday, or the day before yesterday. I ran into her yesterday as well. She knows I like to give the local business. If I known she was open, I wouldn't have fucking ordered pellets for Ebony at PetSmart. I begged her for forgiveness. She says, you're forgiven. You didn't know. I says, I don't know that pet stores are essential. The government didn't say what's essential and it isn't. They're not saying, oh, well, Domino's takeout's essential, but Domino's sit down isn't, or Pizza Hut sit down, I mean, literally, they don't tell you what's essential and what isn't. Plain and simple. Point is they're saying what they're saying. They're saying what is essential and what isn't. I love all of you. I'm just giving you the facts. We live on an island, okay? We don't live in Burrow, Alaska, where frozen pizza is $18. No, we live on an island, which means it's a little expensive, but right now, the government knows what to do. Literally. So, my opinion is, if you're going to do something small in happiness, you need to realize what you're fucking doing. And so, I wanted to share that with you. because I worry about you all. I'm worried about you. So, to me, you guys mean a lot. And because of it, you as in people mean a lot to me. I love you all. You're my world. When I do these videos, it's not just to sit there and bellyache and bitch about things that aren't going my way or whatever. What it is talking about fucking people in general. Fucking people in general need to realize that we as in people have to hold together as a community. Online, offline, whatever. You need to listen. This isn't going to be fixed overnight. Until the government realizes they can't reopen business, people need to have their unemployment. But, as my friend Lisa said, you can't fucking go and spend $600 a week for groceries with your food stamps and then get food stamps $600 a week and everything else while you're waiting for the government to reopen and buy beer, buy spirits, buy fucking food. Now, with us, it's different. This is Chloe's party. Chloe's party is different than not Chloe's party. Basically, this is Chloe's party, okay? 50 months of waiting. I mean, literally. But like I said, Chloe has her own idea. Now, if you excuse me for 1 minute, I need to ask Chloe a quick question. Because, well, it's Chloe, and then I'm coming back. Give me 1 moment. I'm going to talk to Chloe. It's 12. You got plenty of time. Come here. Yeah, it's fine. Do what you wish. So, Chloe's going to come out for a minute. She wants to talk to you all here on our channel about how to stay safe. And in my opinion, yeah. How to stay safe. I mean, look, I want to get Chloe's full opinion on what's going on, you know. So, basically what's going on, in Chloe's opinion, she'll share her opinion for a few minutes. She wants to go to the store. Yeah, I need to show her the ad so she knows exactly what she's getting. She's using my debit card. Thank God it's not hers. She can buy what she wants. But we're making sure we have a little restock on groceries because starting Monday, we're stuck indoors for who knows how long. Captain's orders. So, let's talk. Basically, like I said, the government is going to fail if they don't prop up Postal Service. I'm going to talk to Chloe about that. A little interview with Chloe. I'm going to talk to Chloe about other interview stuff. Because everyone needs to know what's going on in the world. Literally. Yeah. So, there we go. There we go. So, I want to talk to Chloe about a few things. I am going to bring up something just to be funny because Chloe knows I'm just being funny. So, hold on. So, are you ready yet? So, anyways, here we go, everyone. So, Chloe's coming out in a moment. She's being transgendered. She doesn't like stubble. I don't like stubble either. Stubble's basically bad. I hate stubble. I'm just telling her we don't have the proper razors. She's like, oh, I'll check out razors when I'm at the store. So, our second grocery store, the one that doesn't cater to tourists, isn't open today. They're closed. So, everyone that's out there working, like Lisa and stuff that works there, happy Easter. I hope you have a great Easter. Now, As you all know, we do rely on groceries. The first store has been nice to Chloe. And because of it, well, cheers. So let's talk. So basically, like I said, we have plans in the future. You ready?
Yeah, just about.
We're just about. See, she's taking her dumpy time. This is what happens when you become a woman. You become a woman, you take your dumpy time. See, I'm saying it yourself. If you're a man, you basically just whip it out, piss on the toilet, and get it done. If you're a woman, you take your time. That's why some people think that. Some people don't think Chloe's truly a woman because she should just act like a man and get things done. Me, I don't believe in that. I believe in taking your dumpy, jolly ass time. I believe in Santa. How long is this gonna fucking take? So basically, not to be aggressive or cranky, I'm just angry because Chloe's taking her dumpy time. I want to talk to her. We want to get her opinion. This video's gone long enough, and as long as she keeps tying it up, it's not cool. But oh well. Chloe is Chloe, you know. So, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, then get in here. I'm going to do a little interview with you.
All right, hold on. Can you move this very quickly?
Oh yeah, good view of her ass.
Well, I am all covered, so in black too.
All right, so let's talk. First of all, I know you were in the back room, probably not paying attention, but I'd like to do a little interview with Chloe on certain subjects before she goes to the store. Good girl that she is. Opinion of the Arkansas governor thinking a stay-home order doesn't work.
He's fucking dumb as box of rocks. The guy's an asshole. He thinks that.
Well, he has not issued one yet in Arkansas.
Well, you got Trump who wants things to open up again nationwide.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's get Chloe's opinion. What is your opinion? Give me some of that pepperoni. No, I got it. Don't. I'm only taking one slice.
Right.
Same for me. For your son. You're too stingy when it comes to giving him food.
Stingy, just
There.
you gave him a few slices.
I gave him one. There was one right there. See, he ate that so fast you didn't even see it.
You gave him this many.
No, I gave him one.
Yeah, well, I
No,
saw.
one. I grabbed one. Are we going to debate this until cows come home? Just say one.
Four.
One.
Four.
One.
Four.
Now talk on the video about the truth, what we're doing. This is serious shit we're talking about here. Not
No,
about four fucking pepperonis. You had one.
He had to pour. Okay, anyways, people need to stay at home as much as they can.
Oh, that's it? That's your opinion?
Well, you know, here's what I was thinking. You know the states that lift this? There are going to be a lot of companies out there who are going to expect their employees to come to work or else they fire them.
Nope. They got to be on the budget. Otherwise, they don't get their loans. Plain and simple.
Well, if Texas just opens back up. You know how many companies in Texas will want their employees back to work?
Yeah, but you know what Texas said? Here's part of the interview process that she doesn't know. Testing kits. They say that open up fast, they need testing kits. They're going to test everyone. Where's the fucking testing kits? Remember what I said to you all. Only 0.07. That's not even 1%. That's almost 0.75% of the population has been tested. Where's the testing kits? Go ahead.
No factories want to make any. No manufacturers want to because they don't want to put the money in it. They just want to sell what they sell and make their money.
Well, let me put it to you this way. As I said before Chloe came in, if the government decided to offer an incentive, a temporary Moppy, you turd head. Go under the bed, you turd head. as I said, governments could basically offer an incentive that they would pay back these companies to change their tooling temporarily for testing kits and other things to combat this. Then the companies like Ruger and other gun manufacturers, Fly Rods, etc., could change their temporary thing to make other things.
Do you think most right-wing corporations are going to want that? No, they're not going to do it. They're not even going to take the offer.
Well, let's just put it this way. I don't know if Chloe knows this. Do you know the president has presidential powers to force companies to change their tooling, even at the government's expense, to change over to make something like during World War I and II in Korea and Vietnam? Companies were making, they changed their car tooling over to make ammunition.
Do you think their Cheeto man's going to force that on them? No, he'll just let them do what they want. And anyone else tries to force them to, you know how many of those manufacturers, will try to be hostile? They'll be fighting them tooth and nail. Thing is, especially as gun manufacturers, they're going to fight tooth and nail, and even all other manufacturers.
Well, all I can say is I don't know if you read the newspaper article, but are you well aware, because of COVID, the Postal Service might not survive till December?
How the hell am I going to get my SSI checks? I can't do a bank account because...
You can call up and get Direct Express. You said you did it already.
Yeah, no. Say if I didn't have Direct Express, how would I get my money? From Postal, I wouldn't get my checks.
Postal Service has been begging for an infusion, and the government keeps saying no. Well, if they don't get working, how does everyone pay their bills? How does bills come in?
The government wants to cancel the elections.
Not going to happen.
They want to cancel it so they keep Trump in office.
Not going to happen.
I know.
Everyone knows she's anti-Trump. Not for good reason. But this is not the time or place to talk about anti-Semantics when it comes to Trump. Chloe needs to realize she needs to think about herself, think about me, Moppy, Ebony, her bunny, and think about her people, the American people, who are suffering truly. This isn't about a time to basically do about politics. This is about
Yeah, but you know how many these dumb people are praising Trump, saying that we need to pray to Trump now more than ever, and then he's God and he's going to get everyone.
Not going to get everything. Look, as I said in the beginning of the video, Chloe's not paying attention. He wants to open up business. Let me ask Chloe at this interviewer question. Why do you think he wants to open up business?
Try to get reelected.
It goes this way. The government had a 2.2 stimulus bill, right? Every person, if you're listening to Lisa yesterday, our checker, there's people going in by primary ham, lamb, etc., beer, bragging out there on unemployment right now. It pays more than being employed. Donald Trump, think about it, wants to get everyone off unemployment as soon as possible. Open business will do that. What happens is the excess stimulus money that was went to unemployment for the next 4 months. We're supposed to help people survive while they get through this trial and error.
It's like crazy.
No one knows what the excess money, where that money would go. Think of it. He's thinking as a true businessman. Get him off unemployment. Well, to work.
Many of us the coronavirus spreading.
Yeah, but you know what? The problem with Donald Trump,
What is it?
he's got more control than Donald Trump. Governor Cuomo ain't gonna open up New York anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Governors all over the states won't. California won't, Oregon won't, Washington won't.
George Hayes threatened to get governors arrested.
Who could? But what will that do? Well, Easter Sunday. Someone that Chloe respects, Dr. Fauci, spoke.
Mm-hmm.
He said, if you lift the ban, there's going to be over 100 million dead.
Yeah.
American people know this. Why do you think they don't feel safe going back to work? No,
When they go, their boss tells them to come back to work or they're fired.
then they lose the small business loans and have to pay back faster because they fired people. They're not going back to work. Look, problem is, let me put it to you this way. If the government, New York, Washington, Oregon, California, then the school's got to be out till September.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know damn good and well they have something coming up their sleeve that they know better than us. Think of it. That's all I want to say. Chloe,
They want to open up business but still keep school out.
No. Governor Cuomo wants to make it up. The one.
They know that the virus is going to linger.
Exactly. Governor Cuomo
Because they know better that Trump is going to make it worse.
Look, Governor Inslee, Governor Cuomo, other governors said, and I quote, that if this isn't contained, 100 million people are dead. The only reason why Trump wants to make sure that the government opens is he doesn't want to pay for unemployment benefits. Said it's another 4 to 6 weeks minimum before the virus peaks, if it peaks. If you release all these businesses to open under federal order, the governor still has the command of their state over the federal government.
I think by next year, it's going to be where most blue states and swing states and red states that did listen are going to pretty much, want to seal off red states that didn't listen and deny those people access from entering the states that did listen.
Look, even though the governor of Virginia stated this virus has peaked, he's extended stay-at-home orders to June 10th. That's a good man.
Well,
So good.
What about the governor of Kentucky who's getting license plate numbers for everyone who goes to church?
Look, I would do the same thing. Going to church with 400, 500, 600 people, what's that tell you?
For spreading the virus.
There you go.
Well, because you want to worship God. Because you put God over the health of many other people. These people would rather see. They don't care if so many people died. They just want to go worship God because they believe that they have to go worship God because that's the American thing to do, or it's because it's a white person's responsibility to go worship God.
Your responsibility. I'm a minister, and I'm going to say this out of jokingly. I order you to shut up, Captain Call. To worship God, you don't need to go to church.
No.
You worship God in your closet with the door closed, as Jesus said. Privately, you don't need to go to church. Right now, going to church is a recipe for viruses.
I hear the Amish don't go to church; they just have a Bible on them.
The Amish in Pennsylvania, Ohio, they're following the laws of the land.
Yeah.
They're at home, they're reading the Bible. That's all they're doing.
I don't think they ever go to church. They always had a Bible.
No, they went to Amish church every Sunday. Fortunately, right now they can't.
Not all Ordnums did it though. Some actually worked every day.
Well, one thing, the Amish were doing it right. The government doesn't want to pay $600 a week on $2,400 a month with food stamps and Medicaid for 4 months.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
government wants to open them up.
So there are states that are that are being cautious. What they're doing is they're starting to crack down on people that aren't listening, and they're gonna do what they can to keep them home so they can hit the peak, and then it dies down in that state. Then they could eventually in the future open that state back up.
Exactly, like Jay Inslee. I mean, I like our governor. The guy's got his own head out of his ass. The only thing I don't agree with is keeping the ferry system working.
The people who don't listen, it's just that they don't want to listen because they want to go do what they want to do. Because most of these people, most of them are conservatives who don't want anyone telling them what to do. They think that they're in charge of everything, and they want to do what they want to live the life they want.
Look, we're in a crisis. Government, local government knows what's good for us.
Yeah.
But, as Clue is going to say, you can't open businesses without the testing kits. If the government can't get the testing kits, keep the businesses closed. Not a big deal.
It's going to be the states that didn't listen, that are the sheeple states. They're going to be infected probably for a long time because they're probably going to suffer because they're going to just open it up anyways and not even care. Which states that do listen, what their governors are doing is they're going to start cracking down to a point where they're going to force people to stay in their houses or else until we hit our peak, and then when it dies down, they get the proper testing and it's safe. They'll open everything back
This is
up.
what Andrew Cuomo said. He said, and I quote, unless we get the proper testing equipment, so we can bring this down, New York is looking at 6 to 8 weeks before it hits its peak. Minimum. Look at Dr. Fauci. We're on the virus's time, not the president's. Remember what President wanted? He wanted businesses open by Easter. Yeah. Now, the news is he's going to make a big decision tomorrow. Oh, business or not.
He opens businesses, he's sinking his campaign even more.
Well, let me put it this way. There's one thing stopping him from making the decisions, and everyone knows it.
And that is?
He gave the governors states powers under the 9th and 10th Amendment of the Constitution, which means governors of our states don't have to listen to the bastard.
Yeah.
We're a democratic state. Thank your democratic government for protecting you.
Yeah,
you won't be alive.
Even if you're in a swing state, at least you have some state government that's actually trying to keep this at bay as well. Even some red states like Arizona and Kentucky are taking measures. Idaho, I hear, Utah.
Yeah, Utah.
The states that aren't listening are some of the deep red states, like in the Bible Belt, who don't want to listen because they want to go to church. They want their southern way of life to be, disturbed by government orders. They want to live their southern way of life. And this is a problem the South always had. I mean, look, they tried to have a civil war 150 years ago because,
the southern states are always the troubled states.
Yeah, there are troubled states. There are states that are dangerous. There are these are states that threaten to overthrow the government. These are states that, it's because these states have 150 years of anger and hate built up because they're still after they lost the Civil War. While the northern states and the states that were established after the Civil War don't have that. Most of the western states don't have that because most of those western states were pretty much established after the Civil War because that's when western settlements started to get more and more popular after the Civil War. Everyone wanted to go west after the Civil War because the West had a lot of land, a a lot of opportunities, a lot of gold to mine. People liked that back then. People went out west after the Civil War to find a fortune, to get rich. And early, there was a lot of people like in the South who decided to put the anger behind and go west to find a new fortune. Since they couldn't own slaves, they decided to find a new fortune of gold mining. People in the North did the same thing because the North got so populated that finding a land to farm on was a little more scarce because someone already owned the land. So they went west to establish the farm they wanted, without having to worry about building it on land that someone else already owns and is going to have a problem with you building on their land, and that's pretty much, but yeah, the southern states have never gotten over the Civil War, and of course the southern states are the ones who worship Trump like he's the Messiah, and it's just.
Thing is, Donald Trump tried to open up the government. You're going to say, it's going to blow up in his face. And they'll blame the Democrats.
They'll try to.
Well, the Democrat states are protecting their people.
Yeah. And you're going to see it in the election when whoever runs up against him, more likely
Biden. He already has it.
Yeah. Joe Biden's more likely going to be winning the election this year.
Right now, Joe Biden's at least up 30 points. Why? Because Joe Biden's doing what he can. Look at Trump. He's going to basically make an opening, right? Remember what I said to the people.
Uh-huh.
I said, and again, I'm going to bring this up again.
Uh-huh.
That the reason Trump wants to open up business is because right now there's 17 million unemployed. Problem is the more people unemployed, it could look like a Great Depression. If he doesn't get this contained, it could be a Great Depression or Great Recession. Problem is he wants to open up business because he wants to make people realize that he's not the problem. He's the one that basically opened up this damn problem to begin with. Plain and simple. He turned around. I'm sampling this, by the way. That's why I got the shot knife. He's turning around and he wants to make it to American people. I gotta sample this because I'm kind of cautious on flavored rum. But you know what? Amen.
Amen.
I want to sample the other stuff too eventually.
I'm going to sample the coconut now of Bacardi, not the Malibu.
That's what I said. I'm going to sample that next. Look, Donald Trump wants, as I said it, and Chloe doesn't see the big picture. $2.2 trillion stimulus, 2.3 additional that the Federal Reserve Bank is funneling for small businesses. Here's the kicker. He wants everyone to go back to work so they can't get their unemployment benefits. Problem is the states won't allow it. The states like New York are not going to open up their schooling till September minimum. Why? Because they can't get this under control. That was about what Andrew Cuomo said. Andrew Cuomo stated, you saw the report, didn't you? That the federal government ain't doing it. Look at fucking our own sister in the GLBT community, Rachel Maddow. You had one job, contain this. You're not containing it. You're giving it to the governors. The governors basically say, well, the states are going to be, the federal government's paying unemployment for 6 months. Oh, well. Then what? Federal government still sits there, right?
Yeah.
Then what happens?
If this virus goes on to next year, at least maybe then we might have a better government that will actually get up off their asses and contain this. Well, we'll have a better government who actually will, handle it better. Because
I think we should do a review on that pineapple.
yeah, I will. Oh, I definitely will.
On our own tip,
as long as the election this year goes as well as we hope it does, then if the virus does linger to next year, at least next year, well, we can finally hit our peak with someone better in charge who will actually do their job. Cheeto-headed man isn't doing. He's not doing the job he's supposed to do to contain us. He's not. He's
Look,
fucking
he
everything
basically
up.
said it's up to the states. If the states keep the businesses shut, you know Cheeto Man's going to do something stupid to try to make the states force their hands. Thing is, you can't force New York when New York has over 10 or 12 or 14,000 deaths and probably over 120,000 people contaminated with this virus. Oh, and not to mention, the president, I'm saying president, not saying dictator, not saying Cheeto, he isn't even thinking about the 16 million workers that go into work every day in the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that might be more infected than anyone.
Doctors and nurses are putting their life on the line.
They're putting their life on the line. One gay doctor died in the hands of his husband when he died of corona. What's that tell you? It tells you jackasses need to realize what we're going through. I may not be for the GLBT, same-sex marriages, yada, 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 but this is bigger than fucking pay dirt. You guys want to sit there and dictate policies. What are you doing to help the American people? You're not helping at all. You guys are just sitting back and smiling.
They claim they're God, they claim they're a Messiah, but they don't even help mankind.
Well, if truly Jesus, the Messiah, they would basically know how to handle it properly. They're not.
That's the thing, you know. Chosen one? Yeah. Chosen one by Russians to a interfere election to get him in.
Point being, the American people are hurting. Plain and simple. You want to fix things, first you gotta let the states do their job. You shouldn't be worried about the unemployment rate. You brought the virus in, you can get the virus out. Okay. States are trying to build a surplus of medical supplies needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The United States are getting ready to do so. Federal government swoops up, takes all the supply, then goes parrot, and gets it only on certain requirements for states. Like Colorado had a Republican senator that had COVID and needed a respirator. Federal government sucked up all the respirators that Colorado was getting ready to buy. And then gave generously because their senator that's a Republican was severely sick. Otherwise, Colorado wouldn't got any respirators. What's that tell you?
You're only giving the Republicans stuff. You're giving their cronies and respirators. The federal government is only for right-wing Americans. That's what the government's doing.
New York, Washington sent 2/3 of the respirators to New York with a promise. And New York gets over it. Anyone else that needs it, they send it off to other states. Federal government says our medical supplies.
You know, I think the companies that are manufacturing these for states, they need to have state militias there to pretty much, defend themselves against the government and run the government out. Until the government fuck off. You want medical supplies, you go to your red state. You go to your Trump-loving red states and get the supplies there. Otherwise, you come close, there'll be less of you, more of us, because our states need them too. We're big, we're major, because these blue states are more major port states where they had ports coming in from foreign countries, more likely affected, like California, Washington, New York.
The problem is the federal government is swooping in and saying that they need a federal supply of stuff. Federal supply. But
Yeah.
if the federal government
The
under
federal
FEMA is controlling this, then why is it they're making the state get their own state supply?
The federal government's taking it all away, and I heard too they've been giving a lot of the supplies to churches, to white Christian churches.
You mean Christian hospitals?
Yeah, only to and they've been ordered to only give it to white straight Americans, and also it becomes between men and women. The men get it first before the women do. Yeah, and that's pretty much a reason for right now for women to protest sex with men. Give men blue balls. See how they like it. What are men going to do? When men try to rape, shoot the bastards, kill the bastards. They try to rape you. And what are they going to do after that? Are they going to resort to being gay and fucking other men? Let them be gay. At least then they might support gay marriage because they have to be gay themselves to get their dick satisfied by sticking each other's asses. And what do we women do? Well, we resort to lesbianism to show we're protesting.
Yeah, and what, they can't have kids, huh? What is it?
No.
Is this one feminism?
Well, at least we're managing the population a little better. I mean, because we keep populating like the way we've been doing. Eventually, we're going to run out of space in this world. Where are we going to place more people? The moon? You can't live on the moon. There's no atmosphere. Mars? We don't even know if Mars is suitable for life. And any planet that could suit life is millions of light years away. We don't have the technology to travel there quicker, nor the technology to what is it? It's a lost the word. Something about freezing. It's a type of freezing that preserves your body for as long as you need it.
Cryogenic freezing?
Cryogenical freezing, yeah. They don't have technology for that yet. So, therefore, the people who left Earth now will never live to see their new home. Matter of fact, their children, and even their children's children, who never saw Earth, will also never see their new home either. It'd be their distant descendants who'd be arriving on a planet, not knowing where they came from and why they even arrived there in the first place. Arriving there. Many generations lost and forgotten on a spaceship.
My point is, she's done her rant. Opening the government without proper testing is just going to be a disaster for failure. You're going to fail. The virus will spread. And then you're going to see an extension from August to even November until you guys get this under control. The problem is the world is hurting. Parents don't trust going out with their kids right now. Board games, as I said, have been sucked up like crazy. Everything that isn't nailed down, slowly but surely, the population's supply chains are going to run out. And, Chloe doesn't know what I know, but I think it's intrusive and invasive if you go to H&M and they want to stick a butt thermometer up your ass, a thermometer in your ear and everything else, and then do testing just so you can buy that dress at H&M or Forever 21 because they want to make sure you don't have the virus. Sorry to say, just buy your dress size, buy it online, fucking send it. If it's not the right size, send it back and get the right size. Why the fuck should you be fucking told that you gotta basically submit? And don't forget cell phones. If you don't have a cell phone, you're an asshole. The government wants to track every movement, whether you go to fucking off island, on island, wherever, so they can control this virus. I'm sorry to say, but that's too intrusive. That's why I don't own a phone. Chloe keeps talking about a phone. Fine, get a phone. Let the government track you. I don't care.
Okay, just keep going.
I'm looking at you to see your opinion.
Look, we just gotta get through this. We're not gonna get through this. And you know what the sad thing is? Hell, even many of our Democratic politicians will probably get it and suffer. But the Republicans, if they get it, they're probably going to live through it because Trump's just going to save their precious lives.
Here's something that I want to say the other day. Donald Trump had a meeting.
You know,
Oil bit.
you know what they should do? If the government's forcing them to hand over all their medical equipment to only say right wingers in churches, you know what they should do? Stop making equipment. Say, you know what? If you want our equipment, we're not even going to make it anymore.
Let me put it.
Go ahead.
So Trump had a meeting with oil tycoons the other day. And because there was 350 people at this meeting, 350 of them got tested. He says, I like how they got tested. 350 million oil tycooners and oil men got tested. But the rest of the country didn't get tested. Why? I'll tell you why. It's because the government can't test someone without tests. So he diverted 350 tests or so to these rich tycoons. And he says the average American at the CDC can get a test. I talked to people at our own local hospital by email. They still don't have the testing equipment properly.
Only the rich are getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Only the churches. Only the
No, not perfect. Only certain people. You want to make the government work, you always get more tests, more testing equipment. I bet you didn't know, but every member of Congress and the Senate, federal government, state government, they've all been tested. That's about 0.7%. Where's the rest? Chloe saw a report the other day.
What?
My cousin works with the fire department in Oregon. Did you know in New York, fire department New York, 800 people as of last time I checked had coronavirus.
Trump doesn't see us as people. He sees us as slaves.
Who doesn't cow?
He sees us as sacrificial lambs. At least President Obama saw us as human beings.
Well, point is, we're not cattle.
No, even Bush saw us as somewhat human beings, but when Mr. Orangehead sees us as nothing but sheep and cattle that he could just sacrifice for his own gain.
You know what the real problem is? The state got when he